It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Chargers and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's all up next.
From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. With Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. Happy to welcome you to week 2 of 3 here in the preseason. And this is the week, Brock, where a lot of players, they're not just fighting their opponents out there anymore, but they're fighting each other for the roster spots remaining as we look ahead to the final week of the preseason.
Yeah, that's well said, Kate. And every coach will say the same thing across all 32 teams. Don't count numbers.
Yeah.
Don't look around the room.
Yeah.
Don't look at anybody else. Just worry about doing your job. But when you're outside the top 40 or so, you know it. You know you're on the bubble, and your performance in this game really matters.
From the gun, Goff. Throw complete to Williams. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Now Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42. Pickup of 2 here. And that gives the Lions the first. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They're now set for 1st and 10. Off play action, Goff. Catch is made down the right sideline. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
When you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
They go play action with Goff. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He brings it in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Goff. Runs it in, touchdown Detroit. The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. So a picture-perfect way to begin this ball game, Brock. Their opening drive ends in 6.
Yeah, no question about it. That's how you do it. You work all week to script out the opening drive, and it's huge when it pays off like that.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
True story. First time I saw Justin Herbert at the Pac-12 Media Days, I thought, that can't be Justin Herbert. That guy looks like a defensive lineman. He is massive. But then you watch him play and you realize he's one of those 6'5", 6'6" guys that's the athlete of a 6'2". The way that he moves so effortlessly, the way that rocket arm could throw the ball all over the field. Been hyper productive statistically. Kind of like that Fouts guy that wore the lightning bolt before him. On any given Sunday, this guy can put on a show.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Here's 2nd and 7. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Short pass brought in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Chargers will have a first. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And his charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down. Play action now for Herbert. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he drives this forward to the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Herbert now, blitz coming. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. A give to Algier on the inside handoff. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers finish off their opening drive. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say, it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers start off well to tie things 7-7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So the Lions headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. but they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. And the Chargers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
You know, Kate, so often they say that defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But I'll tell you what, when you got a defensive call like that, the right personnel, nickel coverage, right, the right defensive plan, it plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
The Chargers and Joshua Palmer set to go to work again. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. Dumped off to his running back. And that will not be enough for a first down. Stopped on the play by the rookie from Tennessee.
Whether they meant to go to him or it was an adjustment on the fly, that's not the read that was going to beat this defense for a first down. That look, well, this crew defensively was prepared for it and knew how to keep it short of the marker.
And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what
Yep.
works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, you got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Drew Tranquill brings him to the ground. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Goff back to throw. St. Brown's got it. Complete. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Tackled on the play by Poona Ford.
It's a gain of 3.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They bring their tight end left. Goff now on 3rd down. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And he's going to take it back for the LA touchdown! The Chargers capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D linemen a lot, quickness, right? It's usually the corner skill guys,
Yep.
but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Lions 7.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Starting from the 5. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Their offense offense returning to the field for another possession. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Goff to the air now. He's throwing deep to the left side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's Goff. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 3rd and just 2 to go. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
So on 4th down, it's going to be Cameron Johnston out to put a charge into this one. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Chargers take possession. Getting on the ground with Algier. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And this one doesn't go far. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. On the play fake, it's Herbert. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tuli Pulotu in for the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. They bring a tight end in motion right. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Short pass caught by his tight end. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage. The Chargers into a nickel set, 3rd down. From the gun, Goff. Still on his feet. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
From their own end zone, and he gets it away. Ball in his hands right around midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And the Chargers will be set up with some great field position here. Throwing on 1st is Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Chargers hoping to grow their lead before halftime. 2nd and 3 now. From the 39. Sends him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
And the Chargers first down.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Got a man, Palmer has it. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15.
Josh Palmer.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
First down, Chargers.
Now Herbert again. This throw is caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Herbert to throw once more. Has it down close. It's an LA touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers double their lead to 14.
Lions 7.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Well, following that play, we have somebody shaken up, and man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. That one's complete, right side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. Throwing is gone. Hits him on the out route. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. They go play action with Goff. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
Throwing again, it's Goff. That's completed right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Able to get it to Moreau. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. We've reached the break with Chargers visitors, but fighting out to an early advantage. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in just a moment. Want to remind everyone, this is week 2 of the preseason. These two teams will have one more tune-up after this next week, before the regular season gets started on the Thursday following Labor Day.
He's ready to send this flight. Returning it from the 4. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Here come the Chargers for their first drive of the second half. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. First throw for the backup now. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. A tight end in motion now. 2nd down carry for Algier. Along the sideline past midfield. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Algier with another carry. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They go again with Algier. And he's going to fight his way forward for a modest pickup to the 43. A 5th defensive back into the game for the Lions. 3rd down coming. To throw is Pickett. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Now here's Pickett. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Takes the handoff, now to caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Going the other way, Lions have it! The 30! The 10! And this will reach the end zone for a Detroit touchdown! The Lions cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
But that quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Algier. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 28. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Lions have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
Another drive coming up for this offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions parlay the interception into points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions tie this game at 21. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And after after that interception led to a touchdown in this tie game. Really important they get things back on track here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Andrews with the catch. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing now from the gun. Stays it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got two options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
Offense to the line for second down. Here's a handoff for Algier. And he's brought down for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after two straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
Third and long for him here. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
I don't know why, Kate, but when I'm thinking of this series that we all just watched, I just hear the sound. Not a whole lot of other ways to describe the set of downs that we just watched and the results that followed. It was third and extra long, and now it's fourth and forever.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. Takes it in at the 26. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be their football coming up. They go play action on first. Hauled in left side. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Running this one left. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow! They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. He'll throw it. Completed to his running back. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
At the Chargers' 47-yard line.
From the 47. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Oh, they are loving this one. It flies out of bounds, and it wasn't too far off the end zone. They're going to say it crossed at the 3. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock. A safety, really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. They'll run here on 1st down. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Here's Pickett. Makes the catch and gets the feet in.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's all knotted up at 21. Plenty of scoring here as we begin the final quarter. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Pickett to throw. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. Now, following that play, we have somebody shaken up, and man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. Takes it in at the 21. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. This offense making its way back out now. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the stride moving. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From midfield now. Short pass brought in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, even a drop would have been better than that, frankly. Couldn't find a way back to the line of scrimmage, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
He's got a man left. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they make the stop. I'm going to say it about the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Markers reset, ball at the 37. One of the tight ends motioning left. Play action on 1st down. It's cut along the left sideline. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Throw left side, complete. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Dodges the tackle, and he's in. Touchdown. The Lions push this to an 8-point game. Those Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Lions push the lead to 2 scores now. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. He fields it from the 8. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And their last drive reached the wrong end zone and equaled 2 points. So trying for the other end zone and 6 on this possession. Now Pickett. Finds him over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
You put up the combine times of tight ends running a 40-yard dash, and they certainly don't run as fast as the safeties or the corners in this league. When you get them going in the right direction and you get them dragging across the field like that, well, they can still do their damage.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Pickett set to pass. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. This one's caught. It's Andrews near the sideline. Offense up to the line fast. They'll throw on 3rd and long. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception, just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll throw it again. Andrews with the catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. From the red zone now. That throw finds Algier. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Well, following that play, we have somebody shaken up. And man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. To throw is Pickett. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Returning it from the 4. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Lions offense returning to the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Sending a receiver left. Throwing it to start this drive. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that gives the Lions the 1st. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Bails out of the pocket, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense choosing not to let the 2-minute warning arrive just yet. They're going to call time, 2:06 left in our contest. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Looking to throw. They did it! He made the interception! And the Chargers have some new life in the fourth. It looked to me like that was actually his primary read on the play partner, but it's picked off before the ball could get there.
Yeah, typically some advanced scouting by this defense. They know that that running back can be dangerous as a pass receiver as well, like so many in the league today. This defense was ready. Offense wanted to create that matchup, but the defense, they were prepared, and they took it away.
Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. To throw, Pickett. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions make the play that should win them this game. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Now this offense getting set to work here. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
They'll run now on second down. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So it's one for the win column for the Lions. And they'll enter the final week of the preseason with a little momentum thanks to this victory. Ahead of that last tune-up before the games start to count. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.